favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Two here, stopped at the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 30 on second down, Brady, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Play action. Now Brady. The catch made by Miller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Tampa Bay.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. A first carry for Leonard Fournette, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 35. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a gain of 9. First down, Tampa. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Buccaneers.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on there. That should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop. Second and 14. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
The 12-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 8.
Here's Foles. Devin White in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
At the 49-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to see what's up, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 29, Foles hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The ball carrier.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Foles. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he's upended after a gain of 4. Up to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the slot. Watch the slot. Watch the slot. Switch.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Buccaneers 7, Bears nothing.
Fournette, a first down carry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
It's a gain of 6.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. Shotgun now for Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7.
Well, whenever you talk about players that really broke out in the 2019 season, you better add Chris Godwin to that list. Over 1,300 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. He was second among receivers last season receiving yards per game at 95. This guy combines great body control, excellent strength, and terrific route running ability to become a really big downfield threat.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game,
and Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks.
Pass complete to number 13.
Mike Evans, his second touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point up and good by Succop, and it's now 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
45. Mike, 45. 12.
On second down, it's Montgomery. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
He was brought down.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, here's the run from Montgomery. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. He will give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Now Foles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Intercepted.
That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his line.
Different techniques he has to employ in a spot dropping because it's zone. Is he picking up run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Brady's pass.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Second and inches.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Tackle made at the
4 yards the pickup, first down.
4 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
Wait, that. Too late. Check 26, check 26.
On play action, it's Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up second and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Mike, check, 59. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Throwing again on second down. Brady letting one go deep for the end zone. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Chris Godwin.
Tom Brady, his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is.
Ryan Suckup set to kick.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. They'll come up on a second and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
On the play. First down, Buccaneers.
Brady now on first down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And
the goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defense.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
On the carry.
Leonard Fournette in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
Bears nothing. Ryan Sucker.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Set to kick off.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Foles and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Once more, they turn to Patterson.
A running play. Jason Pierre-Paul on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Bucks with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
10 at the 23-yard line.
Hey, good. Sound good. Sound good. You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that.
Back to throw. Ginn has it complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
To Ted Ginn Jr.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
17-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, hey, hey. What are you?
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Down and 5.
Easy, easy.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right.
On 3rd down. It's Patterson, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A pickup of 5 yards. First down, Chicago.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Draw play, Cohen. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Foles. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
5-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He finds an opening past the 40. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 38-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Buster Screen is able to bring him down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 27. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Wait, 20! It's out of time. It's out of time. Watch it.
Here's a give to Fournette. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
4-yard line.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
A handoff to Fournette. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
The handoff to Leonard.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun. Brady, that's out to his running back, Fournette. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Check 59, right? Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun, and he completes it to Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
I would think that by now people are done underestimating Tariq Cohen because of his stature when they see him at about 5'6", 5'7". But he can do it all. He can run inside, run to the perimeter, but he also catches the ball really well out of the backfield. And he had more receptions than carries last season. He kind of looks like Darren Sproles, who's been his inspiration as an NFL player. In 2018, Tariq Cohen was a Pro Bowler as well.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 50-yard line.
Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. They find some open field here. 20. And down to the 11. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And this is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Their own 12-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, 80 38 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
45's the mic, 45's the mic. Rip left.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Foles looking deep for Gabriel. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
This is taken at the 23. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Great. Defense wins championships, baby. 45's the mic.
Yeah.
Hey, check mic.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Fighting down past the 45. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Mike, check. 59. I don't think you got it, son. Check. Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9". You ain't going nowhere.
They'll run it again with Fournette. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 6.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First down.
Pick it up, D. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Now Leonard Fournette. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike's 59. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Tonight's